Local members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are celebrating the announcement that a temple will be built right here in Colorado Springs. Our Bill Folsom spoke with a local member of that church about the significance of a temple that is, coming to southern Colorado.
Currently, there are thousands of members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints across southern Colorado. Just over 100 years ago, there were only a few. The announcement of a temple is evidence of growth, along with the dedication of members.
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
An announcement during the worldwide conference for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A temple will be built in Colorado Springs.
To make these sacred possibilities become a reality in each of your lives.
Our phone was ringing. We were receiving texts from people, grandchildren screaming with excitement that a temple was coming to Colorado Springs. We've waited all these years knowing and hoping that someday a temple would come.
Jim Wright says there is no family in Colorado Springs more excited than his. He also demonstrates how his grandfather would have reacted with sign language. In 1917, his grandfather moved with his young family to Colorado Springs for a job at the Colorado School for the Deaf and the Blind.
They were the only member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that lived in Colorado Springs, so they were the first family here in Colorado Springs.
When Wright was a kid, the number of church members had expanded to between 50 and 100. Temple attendance is considered a privilege for church members. It is the house of the Lord where they make sacred covenants with God. Wright tells of driving to Utah to attend one of two temples.
It took quite a while to get to Utah. It took a lot of planning, 12 hours of driving.
In 1986, a temple in Denver was dedicated. Now a mapping system for the church shows congregations across Colorado, including southern Colorado. Its reason for building a temple near the members.
I think by attending the temple, great blessings come into your life. Great blessings come to your family.
Many are now asking, where will this temple be built? We spoke with church leadership and they say there is not yet a final decision. In Colorado Springs, Bill Folsom, News 5.
Bill.